Welcome to One True Champion. Kristen Keith joined by Wendell Barnhouse. For the second week in a row, the lead story for the Big 12 is an Oklahoma running back. Last week it was Keith Ford, the Sooners' leading rusher, who's out with an injury. This week it's Samaje Perine, a true freshman who emerged Saturday to lead OU to a 45-33 victory over West Virginia. People are already saying he could be the Big 12's Offensive Player of the Year. What do you think, Wendell?
Well, I think I'm contractually obligated to mention Baylor's KD Cannon every week, and when you're talking about the Big 12 Offensive Freshman of the Year, if Perine keeps producing like he did on Saturday, it's going to be quite a race between those two freshmen for that award. Now, OU replaced its Ford with a Mack truck. Perine, who weighs 240, ran over, around, and through the Mountaineers. 34 carries, 242 yards, and 4 touchdowns in the Sooners' win.
Well, Coach Stoops must have been feeling pretty confident after that win because he drove his wife's car to practice on Sunday. Take a look.
Well, his wife, Carol, is a national sales director for Mary Kay Cosmetics, and that's a company that awards its top sellers with pink Cadillacs. Now, it takes a real man to drive that car to work, and Bob Stoops is a real man and a real coach. Saturday's win made him the first coach to total 100 regular season Big 12 victories.
OU West Virginia was one of 3 games played by Big 12 teams this past weekend. Another exciting game that had to be tough for Wildcat fans to swallow was Auburn-Kansas State. The Tigers clinched the win 20-14, but Kansas State had several missed opportunities.
Is it frustrating? Yes. It's frustrating because we didn't play well and we made the mistakes that caused us the opportunity to win a ball game.
Well, what Coach Snyder said there just about sums it up. Kansas State missed 3 field goals, had a touchdown pass into the end zone, turned into an interception, and that's 16 points they left on the table. Plus, they fumbled a handoff that pretty much gifted Auburn a field goal. Those mistakes overshadowed the fact that the Wildcats were flagged for 0 penalties. Bottom line, that's a real painful way to lose.
That brings up our tweet of the week. After 3 missed field goals against Auburn, K-State kicker Jack Cantel took to Twitter. He said, "At the end of the day, if it had to happen to someone, I'm glad it was me and not any of my teammates. I can handle it, and we will get better."
Well, when Bill Snyder talks about accountability and responsibility, that's what he can point to as far as how Cantel handled that situation. That's something that Snyder preaches as far as his 16 goals for a team. That's a bright spot for this team moving forward.
Also on Saturday, Kansas got its second win of the season, 24-10 over Central Michigan. Moving along with our fall sports, both soccer and volleyball start conference play this week. How are things shaping up for those 2 sports?
Well, in soccer, 8 of the 9 teams have winning records heading into conference play. 2-time defending champion West Virginia has forged a 7-2-1 record against a challenging schedule, and they've won their last 3 matches. Now, the Mountaineers figure to get plenty of challenges this season in the Big 12. Texas Tech is 9-0, one of a handful of undefeated, untied teams in the country. Kansas set a school record with its 8-0 start, while TCU carries a 6-game winning streak into conference play. In volleyball, Texas will be seeking its 4th consecutive conference title when Big 12 volleyball play gets started this weekend. All 9 schools have winning non-conference records. The Longhorns are ranked number 2 and have defeated 3 ranked teams, including a 5-set win at number 9, Nebraska, over the weekend.
It's a pretty good win for the Longhorns. That's all we have for you today. Stay tuned for our Big 12 football preview coming out on Thursday, and we'll see you right back here in 1 week for another edition of One True Champion.